So hi all, this is Rahul here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about list and what is list data type in Python and how we'll be using across different programs. I will show you with help of some examples and most common methods which we use in our daily life while doing and writing the scenarios. So stay in touch with me and yes, we'll start now with list. So list is a data type which is often we call it as a mutable data type. That means it can be updated and changed accordingly whenever we need to modify that. Its size can be increased, decreased, the data elements can be removed, and so on. And it also allows duplicates values. It also allows the data type of several different data types as well, like integer, float, and even the strings also. So I will show you different examples. So first of all, here is the example where I am trying to create a list. So how do we create a list is just by a square bracket. Within it we have multiple values. See, those strings I have defined in, like apple is defined in double quotes, guava in single quote, and these values you can say it in other programming languages we common and often call it as a array. So here this these values in the square bracket has been assigned to lst variable, that is list variable, and I'm just printing the list variable and checking that okay, what's the value. So this is our list value. So this we have created a list. If you want to check the data type of the list variable, you can go ahead and check that. So it came out as list and the value came out as what we have assigned. Okay, so how do we access the items in the list? Is like by the use of indexes we can do that. So here our variable list, what we'll be doing is with the indexes we can access it as, like suppose if I have given as 1. So what it will do is the first element. In my previous lecture I've already told that Python has the index starting from 0. So here for index 1 it will give the value as 0 1, that is banana. We'll just check, and yes, we have got the output as banana. So here I have written about the negative index as well, that what is negative index. In my previous lectures I have already told that what is negative index. So here if I just write -1, so it will give us the last element assigned in the list. So in our list, that is lst variable, it should come as guava. So now it has come as guava. Suppose -2, so again the -2th element would be banana. I'll show you one more time. So again it came as banana. So from right, the negative index would be starting from -1, -2, -3 like this. Okay. Coming on to the range of items, if we need to fetch like multiple values from a list, then this is the colon notation which we use. This is the first index which we like write it from the left of the colon is inclusive, while to the right of the colon the number which we specify is non-inclusive, that is it will be excluded. So if suppose from first to fifth element we are searching, then it will give the index starting from first element till the fourth element and not the fifth element. So okay, we will check that what's the value coming. So it is giving first, that is banana, 1 2 3 and 4. Fifth element is not included. Okay, so this is the multiple values which we can fetch using the colon notation. Okay, now how to modify the list? So to modify a list, we can use using that index on which we need to modify the values. So here I am modifying the value of the list variable of the index, the value of the 2th index, that is the second index value, we are going to update that. So here it is like 0 first and second, that means the guava I am updating it to mango. So okay, I will first of all I will comment this part and we'll check, and even I will comment this part, we will check that, okay, what's the value. Okay, so as of now, our list variable is apple, banana, guava, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I will update the element, the second index element. I am updating it and I am printing the value of list variable. So let's see what it will be coming. So now that second index variable, that is 0 first second, has been updated to mango. So in this way, we can modify the list. Coming on to the next like functionality which we use often with when handling the list part. So here it is looping inside a list. So for looping inside a list, I have used over here the for loop, and this is the, like, it's kind of a index, the value which will be keeps on increasing. So here you can write any number for I in list, for X in LST. So I will be I will be all obviously discussing about this in our future videos when I'll be talking about the loop statement. So here you just understand this part, that here for I in list means that this number would be increasing from 1 to 2 to 3 like this. Okay. So for the first element, it will be just printing I, that is the first element, that is apple. So if you go ahead and check over here, it will print all the values accordingly in the new line. Okay, so this is how we loop inside a list using the for loop. Now this is a next function, that is a length function, using which we can check the count of the values and count of the variables or values inside that list. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 values were there, so I think the output should come as 6. Yes. So the len column gives us the list, even if it is for the string also the same function, for list, for different data types the function would be the same, and for that the value or the functionality also remains the same. So here the len function is used to count the values, number of values for the list. Okay, so now this is the next function, that is append function. What append function does is it will add a new value to the end of your list. So here this is the proper way to append an element at the end, and what I am doing is lst, that is our list variable, dot append, and whatever value you need to append you can write over here. So it will append at the end. See, suppose you need to append one more value. So what you can write is over here is like Rahul, and now you are checking. So it is appending first 7 once again and then Rahul. So it will append at the end of the list. So this was append function to add any item at the end of the list. Okay, so now I will talk about, suppose if you need to add any item at any specific index, then we can use insert function. And here the syntax for this insert function is, okay, this is our list which we have assigned these values. Then what we'll be doing is, with the list name I will be uh, with dot convention we'll be writing the function name insert. This is our index position, that is our at second index we need to add grapes value, and then what I'm doing is I'm just printing the list. So I will check that, okay, after apple banana, now it has inserted grapes at second position, 0 first second. So earlier at the second position was guava, now it has moved to third, and at second position we have successfully inserted grapes. Okay. Similarly, for removing the items from the list, what we can do is we can just specify with the variable name dot remove method, and we can specify the value which we need to remove. So once we do that, we will get the value as with the updated list, and banana has removed now from our list variable. So this was remove function. Okay, now sometimes in our daily programming scenarios we need to copy an entire list which has n number of values. Okay, so we just can't go and uh, copy those items manually by writing and typing each of the values. So there is a copy function through which we can directly copy that list. So here this is our list which has so many number of values. What we will be doing is I have created a new list, and here I have used this dot copy method, which will be copying the entire list content, that is content of this lst variable list, and dot copy will just copy the whole list into the new list variable. And if we need to print that, we'll be doing like this, and you can see that I have got the value of my copied list as same what it was assigned to the list variable, that is lst. And the final operation which we'll be talking about is how we can join or concatenate two lists. So here we have I have given two lists, that is lst1 and lst2. Both have different values, and just by a concatenation operator, that is plus sign, we can join or merge two lists and at finally we will check the output. Okay, just for your convenience, now the list is entirely different, and see now ABCD plus 1 2 3. So this is our new list with the concatenation and combination of the two lists. So hope I have explained in much detail and clear. I was very clear to you regarding the list, what are list, and what all the functions we use, what all the methods we use to do the operations with the help of list in Python. So guys, if you're clear with this, please hit like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.